Hey guys, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shanna. If you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4 and we are going into our 7th year of homeschooling. And as you can tell today, I am filming in the van. So today I wanted to come here and I wanted to chat with you about homeschool and being the hammer. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Now, before we get into this video, let me explain why I'm in the van, because I think it's about the coolest thing ever. So, we are, as you guys know, in the Houston area. It is summer, which means that it is camp time. So we've got, actually for the first time ever, we have the girls signed up for quite a bit of camps, which one, holy Toledo the cost. Holy smokes the cost. And then 2 means that I'm kind of out of the norm and we are like actually on schedules. They have like full weeks of things, so there might fall out and die because they're just not used to doing that, right? Like a full day, a full week, you know, because we homeschool. But so anyways, camps, right? Well, I found out a couple years ago about what is maybe the best ChickFilA ever. There is a ChickFilA, there is a bug in my car. There is a ChickFilA like near-ish us. Sorry guys, it's a mosquito and no one needs that in their lives. Okay, fine. There is a ChickFilA like near-ish us. Like it was only about a 30-minute drive with morning traffic, so not terrible, but they do what is called ChickFilA Kids Camp. So you come and you bring them at 7:45 and you, like they get shirts, little name badges. I'll try to insert a picture if I remember. And you basically, they get to rotate through all of the jobs of ChickFilA. So drive through, dining room, order taking, and kitchen. And then you come back and they're going to get to take my order later. So I'm so excited. So because of that, we are a little bit away from home, but I can't like go home because it's like too far to just go around, go home and come back. So I'm filming in the car today. That's the goal because I don't have the kids. So I need to get some work done. I'm also going to try to knock out a little bit of Father's Day stuff, but we'll see how it goes. And so I am so excited. This ChickFilA Kids Camp, I don't remember, the cost was like maybe like $30 a kid. It sold out all 200 spots across 8 days in 27 minutes. And as the owner told us, as far as he knows, he's had a lot of other locations call him and ask him for the details on how they run this program. But as far as he knows, ChickFilA wide in the world, 3,000 locations. This is the only location that does it. So I'm super thankful that we got a spot. They also have the news, one of our local news stations, they're filming this morning because it is kind of the inaugural camp of the summer. I am parked outside of Academy because again, I'm going to do some Father's Day shopping really fast. But anyway, so I can't go too far, but I can film in the car. So we're just making things happen. Moral of the story, if you want your ChickFilA to do something like this, it is the Sienna Crossing location in like Missouri City, right outside of Houston. So if you need that, tell your ChickFilA to call my ChickFilA. Well, not my ChickFilA, ChickFilA I drove to. Tell your people to call these people, make it happen for your kids because they got like shirts. I'm so excited. Plus a little bit of life experience, man. Get your hiney in a restaurant and learn how to work. I don't think there is anything, that gives you more customer service skills than the service industry, like restaurants and things like that. So I think that's a very important life skill to have. And I think you gain so much understanding of the world by having those kinds of roles. So I think it's very worthwhile. But anyways, that's why I'm in a car. Okay, so let's talk about what I really came here to talk about today, which was not actually ChickFilA. But I see so many people and I get this comment all of the time. And you guys, I know you get it too if you're homeschoolers, and if not, these are your fears and your thoughts. Everyone's like, oh my God, I could never homeschool because I am not patient enough. Oh my God, I could never homeschool because my kids will not listen to me. Oh my gosh. And what I want to tell you is that you need to, if you're going to do this, I'm not a patient person. First of all, no, not even a little. But if you are going to homeschool, you need to be the hammer. But it is not what you think. So I think a lot of people think that a homeschool kid's attitude mirrors that of a public school kid's attitude, or a brick and mortar traditional school day kid's attitude toward education. And I'm here to tell you, at least in my experience, it does not. And granted, my kids have not, I'm not saying they always want to do everything I'm asking of them. I'm not saying there's not some pushback, but it is not the same. So I am not constantly fighting with them about what we're doing, because they do have honestly a fair bit of input in what they're doing or how they're doing it, because we do get to choose what they do. So we do tailor it to what they like. I mean, that's just a huge benefit of homeschooling. And I am not coming down on them hard all the time to kind of beat them. Like, so I'm not hammering a nail, right? My kids are not a nail that I have hammered into place. They are not something that I need to beat into the right shape to fit through a specific hole, which honestly is a lot of mass education. So I don't want you thinking that you are a hammer in the sense of you're whacking and beating and shaping in that respect. You are a hammer in the respect of like a sculptor. So my children are not a nail. They are a glorious piece of marble, and there is beauty in it. And my job is to give the taps in the right location so that statue of David can shine through. My job is not to beat them into the right place. It is to shape and mold in the sense of allowing that glorious thing that is located in that piece of marble to come through. So home education, yes, you need to be the hammer, but it is not that I am like pushing down on them or mashing them into this form that they aren't already. It is that I am removing the edges and softening the shape and allowing their true inner beauty, their true inner knowledge to flourish and to become something that is truly a work of art. So while I'm not saying my kids are on board all the time, there is a very different attitude toward education and a very different attitude toward learning when it is something that your children are allowed to be a partner in. So much like a sculptor, I am working with my medium, and my medium is my children. I am working to pull out the best aspects of them. I am working to help them become the best that they can be. And I'm not saying that all education doesn't do that. But what I am saying is we have a very unique bond and relationship where we are working hand in hand together. So I need my medium, my hunk of marble, to be the best that it can be. And I must know how much pressure to not put in certain spots to allow that true beauty to shine through. I am not a construction worker. I am not honking away at something, okay? I am not mashing it. I am not beating it into submission. It is not constant struggles. It is not constant fights, at least in my experience. And I think that is because we are working together toward a common goal. We give them, first of all, we do choose things that suit their learning style, which is an amazing benefit of homeschool. But it is not always just push and pull and push and pull to get kind of the end goal achieved, which is an education. It is frequently enjoyable, which I know that people cannot possibly wrap their brain around. But the beauty truly is in the work that we're doing together. It is a wonderful thing to know that my children enjoy their education, because anything you like, you're going to want to do, right? Anything you like, you're going to retain more of. Anything you like, you are going to take forth with you into the world. It is such a hard concept, I think, for so many people to understand that getting your kids up and getting them out to school is not the same as getting your kids up and getting them to their homeschool work. That doing homework, the fights and struggles with doing homework after a full day of sitting still and doing all of that doesn't happen in homeschool. That's not the same. Honestly, yes, you must be a hammer in the sense of you are working a medium, but not in the sense of you are forcing something. And I hope that my message here really comes across, because it is so different. It is such a different approach it is so important to have the right tools to make this happen. And if you are hammering a nail, you maybe need to rethink your tools, okay? So it shouldn't be the struggle that some people, and so many people, truly think that it is. And it's not the same. If you're a teacher in a classroom, it's still not the same then to be a homeschool teacher. It's not the same to be a homeschool parent. Guys, I really hope the message that I'm trying to give you is coming across here. It is such a partnership between you and your child in this learning adventure. It is such a beautiful thing, and you truly can come out with a genuine work of art if you are using the right tools in the right fashion. So keep that in mind, and curriculum is your tool. As I always say, it works for you. You use it how it's going to work for you and for your child. Guys, I really hope that this was helpful, entertaining, or informative. If so, please scroll down and hit that big red subscribe button. Or if not, well, I guess don't hit the big red subscribe button. You can always find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Guys, please, down in the comments, let me know. Let me know about those misconceptions that you think are out there, because the patience for me, that is always so shocking to me. I am not a patient person, and I don't think patience is required to homeschool. I think so many people just have this false sense of what home education looks like, that they think we're all just like magical saints and martyrs who just genuinely have the patience of a saint, or we have perfect children, and that's not the case at all. It's just an entirely, yes, school is in the word, school is still in the word, so there is education happening, but it is such an entirely different system, structure, outcome that people truly who don't know cannot wrap their brain around it. So let me know down in the comments what do you think about this. Bye, guys.